Hello lovelies, how are you today? And welcome to my channel. My name is Sharon and I'm the sole proprietor of SAEH Body Butter. And I hope you enjoy the next video. Thank you. Hello lovelies, I'm about to bling out this tumbler lid. And I'm not going to do the glue the stones on one by one. I'm going to create a bling sticker of sorts and bling it out that way. So I'm going to brush in the rhinestones for the lid and the side of the lid. Do that first. And as you see, I poured way more stones than I need. That helps them fall into place also. And I'm brushing in light circular motions, and I'm tilting my brush when I want to remove the excess. And for the ones that don't fall in place, I'll just get my rhinestone pick tool and manually place them in, as well as remove the additional excess stones, because sometimes you can brush too much and you wind up brushing out the ones that you brushed in. Alrighty, let me get my pick tool and go in and fill in the spaces. I think I need to change the head of my pick tool. I think I was working with glue the other day and I think I got glue on it. So sometimes when I pick up a rhinestone, it don't want to let go. And I said that last time I was working with rhinestones, and I keep forgetting to change it. I have my heat press heating up so that we can create the tumbler decal. Okay, that looks to be in place. Now let me work on the trim of the tumbler top. Alrighty, that looks to be in place. See an extra stone there. Okay, let me get this tool because it's tacky, so the stones are sticking to it. Alrighty, let me put my flashlight on it to make sure. Okay, that's in place. Okay, all my stones are in place. Let me see if the heat press is heated up. Yes, it is. Okay, so let me move them out the way. So this material right here is called HTV anything. It has a shiny side, a glossy side, and then it has a dull side. You place your glitter heat transfer vinyl on top. And the backing of the HTV anything has an adhesive. And that's how you create your bling sticker, so to speak. So I'm going to put this under the heat press, as well as I also have a piece for the trim. And then once that's tacked down, I'll remove the carrier sheet, and then I will apply the rhinestones on top of the heat transfer, the glitter heat transfer vinyl. And then I will apply the sticker on top of the tumbler. So let me bring you around to the heat press. Okay, I have my Teflon sheet down to protect the heat press. Put that piece there. Oh, let me make sure I got it on the shiny side. Sometime when you're talking and doing, you forget what you're doing. And you make sure that your HTV anything is bigger than your heat transfer vinyl, because you won't be able to pull up the edges. Then I'm going to apply my Teflon sheet on top. I have the heat press set at 315 degrees, and I'm going to tack it down for 5 seconds. Check my pressure. Okay. Hopefully that was enough pressure to tack it down. And this is a cool peel. A cool peel. So I'm gonna bring this back over to the table with the rhinestones and let that cool off. And while that's cooling, let me bring you back over. I'm going to attempt to pick up the rhinestones. And this is called rhinestone transfer tape. Go down in a U. And once you go down, you have to commit, because sometimes this transfer tape has a static, and if you hesitate, you can pull the stones out of place. And I've done this several times, but I still get nervous because you just never know. And then you just smooth it out. Smooth it out, and that's making sure that your rhinestones adhere to the tape. Okay, that's that piece. Now my other piece is this. Now I have to be real careful with this piece because it's almost the exact length. So I can't be, almost got to be point on so that I can have everything covered. Let me see if I can move the camera over some so I can get right in front of it. Okay. Wow. I'm a little short on this side, but that's okay. It's still covering the stone. It's still covering the stone, so I shouldn't have any problem picking it up. Okay, we're going to go back to the heat transfer vinyl, and I'm going to pull off the protective cover of that piece, and I'm going to pull off, oops, sorry, the protective cover of this piece. And that's why you give yourself some extra room, because it will be hard to pull it up, as you see. Well, you can't see. Let me get it in view. Let me try this other end. I think I already... Did I pull off the thing? Let me see. I think I already pulled that off. I think, but I don't know why would I have. Let me try this edge again. Because ain't nothing trying to come up. Okay, I must have pulled that edge off. Anywho, let me see if we in focus. Let me change the timer on the heat press because I need it to be at 350. Okay, while that's heating up, that'll give me time to apply the rhinestones. Okay, it's going to be difficult. Let me try this side. Okay, let me see if I can align this up. Okay, I got that part together, and let me pull. I think I must have prematurely pulled the protective seal off of that, because ain't nothing coming up. Well, we'll find out when I put it under the heat press if them rhinestones don't stick, right? Okay, that's that. Let me put this in the square without me shifting any of these rhinestones. Okay, I think I got it. Okay, I see a stone right here. Is that an extra stone underneath? Or did I knock one out of place? I didn't knock one out of place, but one did shift. Oh, I think I did knock one out. Where's my... Okay. See if I can slide this under here. If I can slide it in place. Okay. And let me cut some of this transfer tape down so it won't create a problem for me when I have to pull the backing off. If I can get it up. Let me pull it from this side since this is more. Okay. That's good enough. Alrighty, I'm gonna put it on the heat press and then I'll bring you over. Same process, laying it on top of the Teflon sheet. And then put my piece of Teflon sheet on top. Alrighty. Rhinestones need pressure. Taking it down for 15 seconds at 350 degrees. And the rhinestones you can pull, take the carrier top protective sheet off at, you can pull it off once you take it out the heat press if it's not too hot. Okay. And this is why you put the Teflon sheet, because that adhesive will stick to your machine. So we're gonna take it back over to the table so I can pull off the rhinestone transfer sheet, and then we're gonna put it back under the heat press one more time. I'm gonna turn it upside down so that the back side look like one of my stones shifted. Okay, that's how it's looking so far. Let me see if any stones are out of place. Nope. So I'm gonna turn it that way, and that'll help it uncurl as well, because as you see, it's trying to buckle. Alrighty, I still have the heat press set at 350, but instead of going down for the 15 seconds, we're gonna do about 8. Okay, that's that. Let me bring it back over, and we're gonna take off the sticker. Well, it has to cool first because it's too hot to handle. And then we're gonna put it on the lid. Let me clean up my mess. Okay, it's cooled off, so what I'm gonna do first is trim my lid, and I'm using the stones as my guide. Now I could have had my Cricut cut the heat transfer vinyl into this shape, but we know with heat transfer vinyl, when you put it under the heat, it has a tendency to shrink, and so I didn't want it to be smaller than the rhinestones. Now that part was easy. Now the difficult part is going to be this inner circle. Let's see. If I fold it in half and snip it, alrighty, that'll give me an opening to somewhat cut it. And then I can get in there and hopefully trim as close to these stones as possible. And then if not, if I can't get it with the scissors, I can go in with my X-Acto knife, because my cutting is really jacked up. As you can see, that's jacked up right there. So let me go back in again and try to get closer to the stones. See if I can get that side of it. It's kind of hard to get in, but that looks pretty good. Okay, that's that portion. Now we're going to come over here and trim the siding off. And again, I'm going to use the rhinestone as my guide. Let's see. Alrighty, here goes nothing. Let me clean off my lid. Okay, so all I have to do is peel off the backing and apply it to the lid, if I can get it off. There we go. And it's just a sticker, but it has a very strong adhesive. So I'm gonna have to get down close so I can get this thing centered. Let me see. It's a piece that I need to trim a little more. All right. Okay, once you get it on there, just go around and push it down. Let me see if this thing even. Okay. To make sure, I think I'm gonna still go in there with my X-Acto knife and try to trim that off because that's not even. Now, let's go with the trim part. Okay. Hopefully I'm in view. And I'm just going around until I get to the end. Okay. So now I can cut off this part Let me move my camera back. As you see, the adhesive is pretty good. I can barely lift this part up. But I need to get it up because it's too long. Okay, there we go. All right, I'm going to push this side down. And then I'm going to cut this off. And hopefully you can see that. And that's the lid. That's the top. And that's the side. And I'm going to screw it back on my tumbler. And my bottom is blue. So this is the tumbler tutorial that I did last week. And this is the lid to it. Alrighty, that will conclude the video. I think she came out cute. I think she is cute. Bye-bye.